Well, hi there. It is Brooke, and today I have a Pinterest-inspired tier trays for you. I've picked out 3 Valentine tier trays that I found on Pinterest. There was not a lot of Valentine ones on Pinterest, or maybe not a lot that I liked, I guess, or that I felt like I really wanted to recreate or be inspired by. I picked out 3 that I do pretty much like, but didn't have like exact items, or so we're going to be improvising a lot for this video. I'll share with you the tray I always use. So it is this Amazon 2-tiered tray that I always use for my Pinterest inspired videos. I had to steal some things off of a few other decor pieces in my house to bring these trays together for you. So hopefully I've gathered enough items that I'm not running all over and into the closet to get pieces. So let's make some Valentine trays. The inspiration photo I picked out has a fair amount of Rae Dunn, has a stack of books, a felted bead garland, some measuring cups, and then just a variety of tulips in different vases. So the only thing that I have exactly the same for this tray is I do have that little pink bird, and then I do have some white measuring bowls, just not exactly the same as that. And so I've picked out a few things to improvise. I don't have the stack of books, but I am going to use a beaded garland, and I'm bringing out my Target dollar spot tulips to fill in around there. And I have a couple ideas on how to use the love and the Be Mine candle and cup, just to kind of maybe use the Rae Dunn items that I have. So let's get started. And of course I have my inspiration photo on my phone, and then I'll put it up on the screen for you. I have the pink bird. So we are going to put that pink little bird up here. And I do not have like a towel like that, a pink one, or even like a white one or anything, but I did grab this doily. I just thought maybe if we laid that over the edge, that would kind of simulate the towel that is kind of up there for us. What I thought about, instead of that love candle, I do have this love vase that matches, and I think it should fit up here. Yeah, fits right in the side. Yeah, it'll fit over here on this side. So we'll put the little bird here. So my measuring cups are not gonna fit without some sort of riser there, lifting it above the edge of the tiered tray there a little bit. I wonder if I can lower it. Yeah, there we go. And theirs are stacked a little higher. Mine are just white, so I don't really feel the need to stack mine higher. We'll see in the end how I feel it looks. So it looks like there's a white milk glass by that book up in the front. This is the closest thing I have to that white milk glass. But I also have, with that love, I have the whole 3 set that says love grows here. So I thought maybe where that is and then where the Be Mine is, we could kind of fill all those in like that. So I put a riser under the love just so it would the fat part would get away from the edge. So then I have this one kind of over here, and then this one back here. This one does have tulips in it. Tulips I have are purple, pink, and the orange. And it looks like there's mainly maybe some orange over here. So maybe we'll do an orange and then a pink. So I feel like these 2 little white pots will be good for where the tulips are in the back. So I am just going to fill up these pots with some tulips. How about we use my little gray guy? So I need something for here, but I don't want to use anything with words. How do we think this wood house looks there? I don't think that looks too bad with what we're using. Let's lay these beads over here. I think where the heart is up on the top, I'm going to pop one of these white flowers in there. And then I'm also going to pop one in the love is here vase. And I want to pop one more flower in the grow. And I love that heart that's up on the love. And I want to use these new hearts that I got. So I think I'm going to put one let's take out the little one. Just use this one. And then I think I'm going to put... Maybe not. Maybe I'll just leave that one up on the top. I think it's filled out pretty well. The pink looks really nice with the different variations. I really like how we incorporated the tulips and then the white flowers to kind of balance it out. It doesn't look very much like our inspiration photo, which we've done before. But I like it. I like how it came together. I like that I was able to use these 3 vases on one tray. And I think it's a pretty cute little Valentine's tray. Obviously, I probably want to put more stuff back here because that's just how I am. But I think it looks good the way it is too. We don't need to overfill it. I keep thinking that this needs to be like more angled maybe. Throw me off. And I just didn't really want to see the tassels because I thought they were a little, just too much texture maybe a little bit. So there is our first inspired tray. So for the second photo, I picked the tray that has this big birdhouse and a bunch of little cups and that gnome that I have and lots of lamb's ears. So I have both the gray and the pink hearts. I have that gnome. I have a similar book, but not the exact book. So this tray is going to be very neutral, except for the pop of the gnome and then the pink and gray heart. So let's try to get this bad boy together. So I'm going to start with the gnome up on the top because that's my one exact thing that I know where he is going to go. I don't have a big birdhouse like that, so I did grab some houses. Let's put my book. Their book is a little bigger than mine, so maybe I don't need to put mine quite off the edge like they did to get the same effect. So we are going to go like that. I do have a little doily kind of like they have on top of the book. Let's try it like that. I have the options of my pinch and dash little bowls. Or we can also use the pink stripe bowls. I think the proportions for this are maybe a little better. Let's try that. Let's see. I'm going to put a little gray heart in there. Maybe we just want to use the pinch bowl. Let me grab a pink heart here. I did pick up my pink hearts for this year. I had been wanting one of those, so I did grab these new. My store finally got some in. For a while they only had black and red. And I will fill in that lamb's ear when we're all done. So they have a little like pink coffee mug there, which I don't have one that size or pink. So I have these 2 coffee mugs. Or, like I said before, I could use these bowls to add in the pink. So let's fill in the houses a bit, maybe. So here is going to be my house instead of the bird house. And I'm thinking instead of that love mug, I think I want to use this house over here. Okay, I wasn't feeling that house, and then I remembered I have hubby and wifey mugs. I can use those on this 2 tray because with the This Is Us, it's a very coupley, obviously, thing. So I am excited to use that. And then in the back where all that lamb's ear is, I think I'm going to put this, or is that going to be too tall? Maybe I want it down in the bottom. I don't have any birch straws to put in there. Of course not. I never have straws. I do have these little like swirly twiggy things. I like these in here. They're just not high enough. So let's kind of stick some paper in there and get them how we want them. So we have a little gray one here, pink one here. We have a gray one in the mug, which that is not going to fit. Let's grab my little new ones that we used last tray. Do that with those. Put this pink one over here. Let's get a little lamb's ear in the hubby mug. Okay, so that fills out the lamb's ear on the top. We do have a little few sprigs just popped around. and a gray heart here. But theirs is like super filled up in the back. Okay, so I think I am gonna put this house just kind of back here for filler. I think these hearts fill up good, that one that's kind of like sitting on that book. We have all the other hearts just kind of sitting around here like they have. So I just took this little skinny olive bucket and put some more of the same lamb's ear, and this is from Walmart. Put it off to the side there to fill it up. Let's take a step back and assess the tray and how it looks compared to my photo. What do we think? I do have a metal colored can, like that white one. I think we have a lot of white, and then it's throwing me off a little bit. These are both from Michael's. I think we did it. I think I added with your influence, right? I can hear you talking to me. Lamb's ear over there, I just like how that fills it out a little better. Having these, this brings in a little bit more. I almost think adding some red hearts would add to it too, because there's the red on the gnome. Maybe just adding a few red touches, kind of melted in there. Because this pink is so, you know, vibrant. I think I like just a little more red in there. If you didn't like the red, obviously, go for the pink, but I think I'm liking maybe just a little bit of red in there with the neutrals and the grays and the pink. It's very filled out. I tried to add as much pink as they had. They had kind of some back here too and up here, but I just didn't have those items. So overall, I think we turned out pretty good. A very neutral-ish Valentine's tray. So the third inspo pick is a little bit more traditional, and once again I improvised, of course. It's all red and white. That's what I've all picked out. I have nothing that is exactly the same. So let's just begin and see what we come up with. I do have an itty bitty little picture like they do right down there. And I want to say behind that is some sort of like candy dish. So I just grabbed this one with the little heart and I put some red and white gingham ribbon in there because I don't have any candies right now. The love sign that I have, I think that little white love sign is from Hobby Lobby, if I remember correctly. But I just have this big love sign, so we are just going to use this. And then up on the top, instead of that tall, all you need is love sign, I thought my XO little sign would look cute up here because it's tall and has like a similar height to that. And then up top they have a little jar or a little basket of more candy, and that is going to be way too big. Let's see, is that gonna fit? Okay, let's try that over there, and instead of like the green and red little berry picks, I believe you can get those at Hobby Lobby. The ones they had this year were red and white, and I just wasn't interested, so I did grab these cream ones, thinking they would kind of have a similar feel, I guess. And I am gonna go grab a little white dish. I'm going to use my little pinch and dash bowls, maybe just one. No, I did not like that. Okay, let's just fill in some of the other areas then. So I have my garland. Theirs looks like a felted one. I'm gonna put one end in my little pitcher like they have it, and then have the other one kind of go over here. The only kind of wood heart I have is this little gingham one. I feel like to fill up the back, they have some sort of like little kiss or something. I have this little plant I thought would look cute back here. I also have this red mason jar that I thought would kind of fill up the back here. Okay, that's not too bad. I have this little cup. And then I still want a little white dish for the front here. I have this little watering can, and I thought it would be fun to fill it with my strawberries. I feel like that metal pot thing I put back there might need just a little something something. So I'm going to pop these in here and see. Oh, that's not bad. Maybe I just leave that empty back there. I don't think this looks very much at all like the inspiration photo, but you know, that happens sometimes. So I used what I had. I think the colors work well together. I think this is just a little more white than those pinch and dash bowls, so it like fits in with the other whites a bit better. I still feel like this could maybe if I just hired it up, it wouldn't bother me as bad, because I feel like it's the same height as this, so it's kind of throwing me off. That looks a little better. I love just the red and white with the simple colors. This would have been fun to have some red like berries or something, but I do really like that just to kind of mute it, and then it goes with like the natural beads of my garland. So yeah, so here's my traditional Valentine's tray. There is my 3 Pinterest inspired Valentine's tiered trays. I think I waited till the end to film this one because I knew it was going to be a little challenging, just because I didn't have very many similar items, and just like, I don't know, I just wasn't feeling like super inspired by the ones that I saw out there on Pinterest and everything. So I think we did really good. I think the trays turned out super cute, very neutral, and the photos, you know, I think they represent the photo as well, so who knows. So yes, this will be the last Valentine tiered tray you will get for this season. Valentine's is not that far away, so hopefully you have a fun plan or do whatever you want to do, or you know, just skip the day altogether. Whatever, it is what it is, right? So I don't know what the hubs and I are gonna do. We haven't quite decided yet. I would like to go out. The kids are old enough where we can go out on a Monday night now and it's not that big a deal, so we'll see what we do. And I hope you were inspired, and hit that like button, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.